Estes Park, Colorado is considered by many to be the premier mountain gateway town due to its proximity to Rocky Mountain National Park, one of the most gorgeous places in America. It is a heavily sought after destination in the summer. What kind of activities can you do here in the off season? In this video, Rachel and I will show you the best things to do in Estes Park in the winter, guiding you through the amazing winter hiking and exploration, taking you through all the best spots in Estes Park with virtually no crowds, and touring the famous Stanley Hotel on a creepy night tour. Let's dive in. Estes Park is about an hour and 15-minute drive from the Denver International Airport, making it considerably close to a major city. One of the first and most obvious things to do is visit Rocky Mountain National Park, so the next morning we got prepared for that. So, you're probably wondering why we're bundled up like marshmallows, obviously because it's winter in Rocky Mountain. And the wind chill today is supposed to make it feel like -3. So just that's a good idea for some context behind why we're bundled up like this, and that might happen to you if you come in the winter. So just be prepared for that. And we're just gonna have to figure it out best we can, you know. Nicknamed the Land of Extremes, this park can be difficult to visit during the winter season, depending on the weather. There are large portions of the park which are above 10,000 feet of elevation, which makes this park capable of snowfall all year round, with harsh winter weather very common in their off seasons. Before traveling to Rocky Mountain National Park, you should always check weather conditions, as large portions of this park can and could remain closed for extended periods of time due to snowstorms. About half the park is on the road we are now on, Trail Ridge Road, which is the highest paved road in the United States, spanning 48 miles to the Grand Lake entrance of the park. You think you're ready for the cold?
I get cold, man.
Yeah, I can tell. You look like you're in Siberia.
Alright.
Yeah. So we're at the end of the Trail Ridge Road, at least the part that is open in the winter. So we're at the Many Parks curve. It's a viewpoint. During the winter, this road is closed at the Many Parks curve viewpoint until Memorial Day. Although it is closed, I would recommend driving up to the Many Parks curve, as it is a nice viewpoint. Alright, we found where the road is closed, in fact. So, I don't think we're going past that. Another thing you should expect when coming at this time of year is the wind. This park can be extremely windy during the winter season due to the intense westerly jet stream winds that careen over the Front Range. These powerful winds are then funneled down into the park due to the steep terrain differences. As you can see, the wind has not stopped. Next, we headed down to the Bear Lake Scenic Drive, a road that takes you to the Bear Lake Trailhead, where a majority of the most popular hikes in the park are located. So the upside to having some sketchy weather and it being a weekday in a national park in an off-season is that this is the Bear Lake Trailhead parking lot, most popular trail in the park, and there's barely any cars. And last time I was here at the same time of year, late February, and we had to wait about 20 minutes for a spot. So sometimes the weather can help you, but hopefully it's not too bad. Before hiking anywhere in this park, I would recommend snow gear, at the very least microspikes, to be prepared. A couple of snowmen. A quick walk to the right at the trailhead will put you by Bear Lake, a gorgeous lake with a view of Flat Top Mountain. So, they've received several feet of snow recently, but technically speaking, that is Bear Lake right there. So there's tons of ice and then a snowpack on top of it. At the trailhead, a ranger informed us that if we wanted to head to Emerald Lake, we would have to wade through snow that's about waist deep. So, probably not going to happen today, because they received several feet of snow recently, and so we're gonna have to take it easy. But when we get to Emerald Lake, I'll show you my previous videos and footage from Emerald Lake. We're gonna at least try to get to Dream Lake. I would like to show Rachel that. Continuing back at the trailhead, we begin the Emerald Lake Trail, one of the most fantastic winter hikes you can do in the country. This short trail will reward you with 5 beautiful frozen lakes, including Bear Lake, and some of the best mountain scenery that you can find for very little work.
What do you think would happen if I just like belly flopped?
I don't know, it'd probably be a little chilly.
Human popsicle.
After about half a mile, you will reach Nymph Lake, which is famous for lily pads in the summer, although you can still get some awesome views by heading right all the way to the other side of the lake. Classic. Estes Park down there. After this, we climbed towards Dream Lake as the wind got more and more intense. Oh, a little windy up here. Whew. Oh. The ranger at the trailhead told me that the winds were reaching up to 70 miles per hour, and he definitely wasn't kidding. It was brutally cold up here, and there was a point where you could barely walk forward. It's like 50 miles an hour. I didn't get there. So I'm gonna stick to some Emerald Lake footage. Otherwise, if the weather is more forgiving when you were here, this is what the rest of the hike looks like on a more calm winter day from last year. I'll get some later. Bro's drinking a Red Bull while braving the storm.
I got my priorities, you got yours.
So instead of walking on the patch trail at her snow spike, she's choosing to wade in the deep snow instead. What are you doing, testing your fate? After recovering from getting our faces blown off, we headed down to Sprague Lake. This lake had a very accessible trail around it with bridges and boardwalks. The main reason we were here was to walk on the frozen lake. A ranger told us that Sprague Lake was covered in a sheet of ice around 14 inches thick, which is capable of supporting around 10,000 pounds. Honestly, one of the cooler parts so far. I mean, look at this. I'm in the middle of a frozen lake, just standing on it. I dig it. I dig it. This is cool. Sprague Lake, seal of approval. Hey now. What are you doing? I got expensive gear. No! For most people who live in the north, this may be a pretty normal activity, but Rachel and I really enjoyed this as people who don't really get to see snow very often. Moving on to other suggestions outside the park, we headed back into town to see Elkhorn Avenue. This is the main part of town where you can go shopping and get a bite to eat.
This brings me far too much joy doing this. I'm literally gonna get it.
Oh, hey.
A good lunch spot I would recommend is Penelope's Burgers, a pretty famous old-timey themed spot right on the Strip. They have a huge pin map with thousands of pins from people who have come to this restaurant from all over the world, and you could put your spot there too. They have pretty cool burger choices, including an elk burger, which I've never had before. Next, head just down the street to the Taffy Shop. Established in 1935, this place is the original Estes Park saltwater taffy store. Inside, you can see a 77-year-old model K-Kiss wrapping machine that's still working. USA Today ranked this as the #1 candy store in America, and they have been featured in the Smithsonian Magazine. And yes, it is in fact the best taffy I have ever had. If you continue walking down Elkhorn Avenue, there are plenty of other fun shops, galleries, and souvenir stores that you can find along the way.
Wait.
Last time I was here, it was not this empty on the streets. You're not usually going to see it like this, but it's very windy, so.
So we don't share it.
Directly behind Elkhorn Avenue is the Riverwalk, a 1-mile trail that runs parallel to the Fall River, taking you through the town. The Riverwalk has some beautiful areas to relax, as well as providing an alternate route back through the town besides Elkhorn Avenue.
Can I sit on it?
Can. It says saddle may be hot, so.
I don't think so. No,
Not this time
Not
either.
even close. Come on, shit, cuz. Thank you.
Saddle up, bro. All right, Rachel. Feel and listen.
What am I feeling?
I don't know. There ain't much there.
The essence of plant? I don't think we're the age demographic for this kind of thing, but you know, that's never stopped me in the past. So, you know.
If you're looking for wildlife in the area, check out the Lake Estes Trail, a pleasant paved multi-use trail that circles Lake Estes, providing great opportunities to spot elk and other local wildlife. There are around 300 elk living here year-round, with up to 3,000 possibly passing through the valley each year. Possibly my favorite dining recommendation in town is Antonios New York Pizza. Voted the #1 pizza spot in Colorado by the Washington Post, it definitely lived up to its name. They are most known for their giant 3-foot diameter pizzas and these interesting robots that bring your food out. The pizza was absolutely fantastic, and this is coming from a guy that also doesn't really like pizza. We didn't get the giant 3-footers, obviously, for just Rachel and I, 2 people, but regardless, pizza we got was delicious. Definitely worth a try.
Let's see. Ooh. Get your nasty pizza off. I'm kidding.
Our last recommendation is to do a night tour at the Stanley Hotel. This property is a world-famous spot for paranormal activity and the location where Stephen King came up with The Shining. Established in 1903, this enormous building was made to host 140 different rooms for hundreds of guests coming to see Estes Park. Many famous people have stayed here over the years, including Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels, Bob Dylan, and even Emperor Akihito of Japan. Each night they offer various tours around the building. This tour in particular has a guide to take you through the different rooms in the dark while explaining strange rumors and stories that are passed around the hotel staff. During the tour, the guide tells you some pretty cool history, as well as showing you weird photos that people catch sometimes. They also encourage you to take flash photos during the tour to see if you can catch anything yourself.
You got anything? No. We're gonna get a ghost playing pool.
That'd be sick.
Dude, is he one in though?
No, there's nobody there, man.
To be honest, the tour isn't really that scary, but it's still really cool checking out the creepier parts of this hotel at night and asking the guides themselves what the weirdest thing they've seen is. If you're really into paranormal stuff, you can also check out the other tours or even stay at the hotel a couple of nights yourself. Well, that's going to do it for this video. If you liked this one, check out some of our others on nature and travel, and we will see you all on the next journey.